Tonight, supporting hometown heroes, how a new bill will do just that by making sure those who help us get the help they need in return. Plus, after a recent diagnosis, a longtime Iron Range lawmaker is sharing his story in hopes of raising awareness. And as the job market tries to recover from the pandemic, a push to diversify the workforce is taking place in the region.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki. Thanks for joining us. After many months of waiting, a bill aimed at helping firefighters struggling with their mental and physical health has become law. The nonprofit MN Fire first proposed the Hometown Heroes Assistance Program. That program will now help career and volunteer firefighters by providing more mental health and peer support programs and resources. It will also help care for those diagnosed with cancer or heart health issues. The Duluth Fire Department has supported the bill from the beginning, and Chief Sean Crige is happy to see it finally pass.
We really appreciate the support of our local legislators here in the Duluth and surrounding area. Historically, Minnesota's kind of ranked towards the bottom of the country in funding for firefighters.
Again, the bill applies to all Minnesota firefighters, career or volunteer. The legislation was supposed to be voted on last year, but was tabled due to the pandemic. Authorities are investigating after someone intentionally set a house on fire this morning. It happened around 11:30 near First Avenue and East 8th Street. The entire back of the home and the deck caught fire. The people inside made it out safely with their dog, and the fire caused about $70,000 worth of damage. We don't know who set the home on fire or why. Eventually, the fire marshal's office will turn their investigation over to police. We'll bring you updates as they come in. New data out today shows Minnesota's drought conditions are quickly getting worse. The latest U.S. Drought Monitor shows 72% of Minnesota is currently experiencing severe drought. That's up from just 52% last week. NPR News reports the news is startling since at the start of June, not even 1% of the state had severe drought areas. The more intense extreme drought category is also expanding, up from 4% last week to almost 19% this week. Also today, the Superior National Forest announced a ban on all campfires. That includes within the boundary waters and designated fire rings. The original fire ban had some exemptions when it went into effect 2 weeks ago, but starting today, those are off the table. If you're looking for more information or other ways you can prevent wildfires, you can check out our website, cbs3duluth.com. These drought conditions are giving Northland produce farmers a very tough time. That's a big reason why the Greater Downtown Council announced today the Downtown Duluth Farmers Market has been canceled for the rest of the season. The market featured local vendors and other products, but GDC leaders say the poor growing conditions left local farmers with very little produce to sell. They also say the workforce shortage and lower downtown traffic have been big problems. Tonight at 10, we'll hear from local farmers who were supposed to sell at that market about the challenges they're facing this growing season. Minnesota's governor got a first-hand look at the struggles farmers are facing as those dry conditions continue. Governor Walz toured a farm in Polk County today. He and the state's agriculture commissioner learned about the drought's impact on their crop and livestock. Walz assured farmers he's asking for help from the federal government, but he says he's also looking for other creative solutions.
There's help out there to make sure, and this is about reaching out to neighbors, because I think the tough part about this is we're sitting here the 22nd of July. We got a lot of summer left.
Walz says he thinks this is a once-in-a-generation drought. Crews are continuing to monitor the Delta Lake fire near the boundary waters, as well as several other fires across the border on the Canadian side. There is a threat of some fires moving across the border, but today forest officials say no significant growth is expected. Crews are making daily flights to monitor the Canada fires and are directing the public out of closed areas. Meanwhile, the Delta Lake fire has burned 62 acres around 19 miles east of Ely. The fire is now 50% contained. Forest crews have planned an infrared flight to find any significant hot spots. There is a 1/10 acre near Sundial that is still burning, but forest officials say the location is difficult for ground access. Closures will remain in several areas around the BWCA. You can find more details on our website. Dave joins us now for a quick check of the weather. Dave, actually in Hibbing this morning, we did get a few sprinkles of rain, and it was exciting. I celebrated.
Yeah, we've got that second low pressure system working its way slowly through the region, so there have been sprinkles. And Solon Springs Airport even reported a 1/4 inch of rain so far.
Right.
A sign of hopefully what's to come as this low continues to plod through the area. There's a better chance coming our way for precip. Maybe not tonight, 30% chance for that lighter stuff going on and off around the area, but it turns into a 60% chance Friday night into early Saturday morning. And it finally might pay off with usable rain amounts here. First, let's look at the short-term forecast. Like I mentioned, the chance for rain tonight is 30% with lows down around 60. Then the cool spell goes away on Friday afternoon. We get back into the mid-80s, even close to 90 for some towns. 60% chance for showers and storms Friday night into early Saturday morning, which could yield totals like this. Much of the area could run now from a 1/4 to even a 1/2 inch of rain. We're 2.5 inches short, so this won't solve the problem, but hopefully it puts a dent in it. Oh boy, we have any more chances coming to put a bigger dent into things? Well, yeah, later on in the week there is, and I'll point that chance out on my 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Last weekend, we learned about Minnesota Senator David Tomassoni's ALS diagnosis. And tonight, we're hearing from the Iron Range lawmaker for the first time. According to the senator, he began experiencing symptoms in December of last year. They included difficulty speaking, swallowing, and muscle loss. Tomassoni, a Chisholm native, said he didn't know what was going on, but he knew something was wrong. After consulting with his doctors for a few months, he got his results in June. That's when he found out he has Lou Gehrig's disease.
Initially, I didn't want anybody to know, but you can't keep things secret in small towns, so that was one thing. But as I thought about it, I said to myself, doesn't make any sense to keep it a secret. It's way bigger than me, and if I can help out, let's do it.
We'll hear much more from Senator Tomassoni, including his future plans in politics and how he's advocating for ALS in a special report tonight on the CBS3 News at 10. According to state data, just under 7% of jobs in St. Louis County are held by people of color. But today, a special event aimed to change that. CBS3's Quinn Gorham shared what some business owners are doing to embrace a more diverse workplace.
Coming out of the pandemic, businesses all over are seeing staff shortages. For some businesses, that shortage has only highlighted an already existing problem, a lack of diversity in the workplace.
For a long time, I think different businesses have talked about the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's now time for action.
That's the idea behind the diversity and inclusion training that was put on by the Duluth Area Chamber of Commerce earlier today. The event gave local business owners the opportunity to confront some of the problems they believe might exist in their own workplaces.
They want to self-examine, they want to look at their contributions and the negative impacts of the systems that we all participate in. And they want to bring information back to their organizations to try and make some change that's really intentional.
Carl Crawford, Duluth's human rights officer and one of the speakers, says embracing a more diverse workforce can help boost the economy, especially when it's seeing a shortage of workers. But Crawford says it can do a lot more than that.
More importantly, what it does is it changes lives, and it changes the landscape of Duluth. And we have found ourselves as a community that is welcoming and providing those opportunities. But we have to do it in all aspects of life, not just one.
And Crawford adds it's a group effort.
The next steps of how do we really build an inclusive community, and what will that take for all of us to do that? Because it's not just one area or one department. It's all of us that have to pitch in and make this a real amazing community.
The Chamber of Commerce felt today's event was a success with more than 40 businesses represented. They plan to hold more workshops like this in the future. Minnesota could collect more than $300 million from opioid makers and distributors. The money comes after states reached a $26 billion settlement with drug companies. The opioid epidemic has devastated communities. Minnesota's Attorney General says the state could receive $337 million over 18 years. Minnesota's Opioid Epidemic Response Advisory Council will oversee that money. Local governments have until January 1st to join the settlement and receive funding. Wisconsin health leaders laid out some sobering numbers as COVID cases grow in the state. According to the Deputy Health Secretary, almost 50% of Wisconsin residents are fully vaccinated. However, the number of daily confirmed cases has almost tripled in the last 2 weeks, going from an average of 85 a day to 242. Hospitalizations are also on the rise. Most of the cases are from the Delta variant. The health secretary says the best way to slow the spread and save lives is to get vaccinated.
This is how you protect yourself and how we protect our state. We've said it before and we'll say it again. Every COVID-19 death is now a preventable death.
DHS leaders say now is the time for eligible students to get their first dose of the vaccine. That way they can be fully vaccinated by the time school starts, protecting themselves, their teachers, and younger students. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, remembering their heritage and bringing a taste of Greek culture to Duluth, how a local church plans to do just that.
Well, temperatures today bounced back. Yesterday, only 60s for highs for most of the area. Now, Duluth Airport, 77, 1 degree shy of normal. Tomorrow, we go warmer than normal, and for the weekend, 10 degrees warmer than normal. So, from cool to hot, and hopefully from drought to rain. We'll talk about our rain chances this week coming up after our break.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel, weekday mornings on CBS.
At Lift Pro International, we have custom designed and fabricated lifting, weighing, and rigging solutions for more than 40 years. With a worldwide presence and reputation, we need world-class insurance to match. This is why we trust Cindy of Vernon Insurance to make sure we're fully covered no matter where in the world we're doing business.
Protect your home, vehicle, or business, and your peace of mind. Call Cindy at Vernon Insurance today.
Duluth Casino wants to celebrate your birthday with you all month long. Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash as a special birthday bonus.
Did you say every day?
Yes, every day of your birthday month. Stop by the Players Club or log on to FondDuluthCasino.com for all the participation details. We're celebrating your birthday all month long, so you can
have a great time out at Fond du Loup.
Station KBJR Television, Inc., an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to providing broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should contact Caleb at KBJR Television, Inc. by calling 218-720-9600. If you are interested in launching your career in any of Quincy Media's 16 television markets, apply for our paid Quinternship program by visiting QuincyMediaCareers.com/Quinternships.
I was really nervous when seeking attorneys. We knew that this was going to be a lifetime of medical expenses, so it was very important to have the right attorney for the case. After meeting with Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben, there was no question in my mind that they were the right firm to handle the case.
We had great confidence in them, knowing that everything was taken care of while I was on the mend, and I could focus on nothing more than just healing.
I would definitely recommend Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben to anyone.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
Is being challenged by DFL.
The race is on. Learn how Berkey 2021
is it safe to be ice fishing on Lake Superior?
New funding is bringing more mental health resources.
Dave Anderson.
How a popular new recreational area is allowed.
Hear how one vaccination clinic in West Duluth is focusing
into the COVID-19 pandemic, and food insecurity is still
new year, new ownership.
To stay up to date with the news and weather that impacts you and your community, join us weekdays for CBS3 Live at 5. CBS3 News is brought to you by Duluth Casino.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Since yesterday, we've been able to put the air quality alert to bed, at least temporarily, but we're still looking at a beach hazard alert. An easterly wind going towards 15 miles per hour means that swimming conditions are not very safe here for Park Point and Wisconsin Point through tonight. And so folks are urged to just sit on shore and watch the waves rather than getting into them. Rip currents are a definite possibility, perhaps through tomorrow morning. After that, when temperatures really warm up again for the weekend, hopefully it'll be great swimming weather because we just might need that break. We could be going towards 90 again for the next several days. So this pair of days here in the 60s and 70s, it was a nice respite, but it won't be with us forever. What's with us right now? Here are the current conditions from the airport in Duluth, and it's 75. 73% for the relative humidity, so it feels a bit muggy out there. Easterly, southeasterly winds now going 17 miles per hour. And if we can just make it more southerly, well, we will warm up. And that'll also put away that rip current chance. An easterly wind brings them in, but a southerly one pushes them away. Air pressure, 30.01 inches of mercury at the moment. And getting into the current temperatures, again, after yesterday's cool down, we're perking up, especially inland. Still a little bit chilly in Cook County, 63 to 68 for the Grand Marais area. 72, though, for two harbors, 66 in Superior and Park Point. So, yeah, a little bit cooler by the lake for some towns. Other Wisconsin numbers are running from 71 to 80 degrees, except for Superior at 66. 76 to 80 from Watersmeet to Ironwood. And getting into Minnesota away from the lake, we're starting to see upper 70s and lower 80s, which is a trend, a sign of what's to come for the weekend. Doppler map right now shows low pressure system with us, bringing at least a spotty chance for much needed rain right now. These showers may not pay off for much, although earlier in the day, Solon Springs did manage to get about a quarter of an inch. It's a 30% chance for this rain tonight and through tomorrow from a low pressure system that's right on our doorstep here and coming through for Friday night and early Saturday morning. It's Friday night and early Saturday morning where we get a 60% chance for showers and thunderstorms and a chance for perhaps even a ½ inch of rain for a lot of towns. Much needed rain because we are 2.5 inches shy. That won't solve the problem, but again, hopefully eases it at least for a little while. And once this passes by, about 8 o'clock in the morning Saturday, higher pressure settles in for the weekend to clear us up and make us sunny, and an approaching warm front will warm us up again into the upper 80s. How long those will stick around, I'll show you now with the extended forecast. Tonight in Minnesota, the range of low temperatures overnight should go about 58 to 65. 30% chance your town could get a little rain. 30% chance as well for towns in Wisconsin and the UP, and low temps there go 63 to 66. For tomorrow, we bump up the storm chance to 70% in Wisconsin and Michigan with a range of high temps that go back towards 85 to 90, especially 90 down around Hayward, of course. Then Minnesota numbers, 70s perhaps by the lake, but 80s towards 90 inland, 60% storm chance through early Saturday morning. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, clear up, warm up, upper 80s. Tuesday, Wednesday, that's our next chance for rain. Right now it looks like only a 30% chance, and when it does pass, it won't cool us down too drastically.
Thanks, Dave. Duluth is getting a taste of Greek culture this weekend. Taste of Greece Festival organizers were busy prepping for this weekend's big event up at Marshall School. It largely features traditional Greek foods, and today organizers were getting vegetables ready for the kebabs and making Greek pastries. The 12 Holy Apostles Parish holds this event every summer to honor the church's Greek founders and celebrate Greek culture.
It's a really, exciting thing as we celebrate the Greek culture here in Duluth. For the parish to, once a year we really roll out the festivities for the whole community.
The festival will be held this Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 5 and will include several dance performances from different groups. Proceeds from the event will go to the church as well as several local charities. Well, Alexis joins us now for a check in sports. Alexis, are you recovered from that crazy night in Milwaukee?
I don't think I ever will, to be honest, but your story tied perfectly into the Bucks and Giannis being from Greece.
Yes,
so
that's true.
How cool is that? But 48 hours later, and the madness in Milwaukee is back in business and better than ever for the epic championship celebration. I will reel in sports next.
Order your 2021 Polaris side-by-side now from Duluth Lawn and Sports.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center is a beautiful one-level facility in Superior, Wisconsin, with 24-hour skilled nursing care. With a 5-star rating by Medicare, you can expect high-quality care. We offer a variety of services, including restorative care after a hospital stay, intensive rehabilitative therapy care after surgery, or long-term care for those who are no longer able to handle the necessities of daily life on their own. To learn more, call or visit Villa Marina Health Center in Superior.
On Love Island, we've got all kinds of players.
What up, y'all?
And they just keep showing up.
You want to talk to me? Done.
'Cause I'm coming in.
The Heartbreakers.
You can't tell 3 girls the same thing and think that we're all not talking.
The Romantics.
Legit speechless. This can't be real.
And one new catch.
I was the captain of a Harvard football team.
Fall in love with Love Island tonight at 9/8 Central or stream anytime on CBS.
Hi, Gail King here, inviting you to join us every morning right here on CBS. We'll have the important stories and the interviews, all the news that matters really, and best of all, we'll have a good time together. We like to do that. And now you can find us anytime you want on the new Paramount Plus app. So we'll see you every morning right here on CBS. I thought that was pretty good.
Sports are my passion and the love of my life. And when you watch a sportscast, the biggest compliment that I get is that you seem so excited about what you're talking about. And that's not an act for me. Who doesn't want to see someone, you know, deliver their news in a fun way? So if you love it, I love it. You're gonna see the authenticity that I think I bring.
Watch Sports with Kelly Hinsett, weeknights on Live Local, CBS3.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19, and at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community, and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers get paid training to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. Army National Guard soldiers are learning skills that can set them up for success with companies looking to hire the best.
The Army National Guard basically built my resume for me.
Find out how you can learn a trade and serve part-time for your community and country by visiting nationalguard.com.
A parade party that has been 5 decades in the making, and it was a quick turnaround, but the Bucks managed to pull off a massive championship celebration in downtown Milwaukee. Less than 48 hours removed from beating the Suns in the NBA Finals, they held a parade today. Evan Hong from our sister station WQOW was there to soak in the monumental Milwaukee Madness.
The party isn't over yet for Bucks fans. Thousands of them gathering here in downtown Milwaukee for the championship parade and celebration in the Deer District. It's been 2 days since the Bucks won the 2021 NBA championship, and fans still say they can't believe that it happened.
I don't have emotions. It's a dream. It's a dream come true. I'm ecstatic right now. I lost my voice the other night. I've been a lifelong Bucks fan. All right, literally from the beginning, man. This means so much to me. You don't even understand.
Doesn't even feel real yet. You still gotta let it sink in. Just being here is crazy.
What does this championship mean to you?
A lot.
Why is that?
Because Bucks is my favorite.
Go Giannis, go Bucks, Chris, Drew, PJ, Bobby, all of you guys. Shout out, man. Shout out. Love you guys. 414.
Bucks is 6. Bucks is 6. Bucks is 6.
The excitement is at an all-time high here in Milwaukee, and Bucks fans and local residents will surely remember this day forever. From Milwaukee, I'm Evan Hong.
Organizers estimate that there were 100,000 fans downtown for Game 6 on Tuesday, and through the heart of their city, a similar amount of Bucks fans recreated a city of white along the parade route. And in Deer District, for the official celebration, the Bucks capped off their parade party in a storm of champagne showers and confetti. Switching to baseball, Superior was hosting an American Legion playoff tournament today, taking on Chippewa Falls. The Reds put together their first threat of the game in the third, and Gunnar Hansen comes through. Base hit into right, Dylan Ronocci scores 1-0 Superior. Chippewa Falls would respond with a threat of their own. Runners on first and second, but Jonathan Rhodes digs a grounder and turns it into a double play. They escape the inning. Then in the top of the seventh, last chance for post 77. They bring the tying run to second base, but Kel Piggott, they call him the racer, picks off the runner at first to finish off the ball game. Complete game one-hit shutout for pitcher Mason Stenberg. Superior advances to the finals tomorrow afternoon with a 1-0 win. It is that time of season in the Northwoods League for an All-Star break, and 3 Duluth Huskies left a strong mark in the Northwoods League All-Star game on Tuesday night. Hosted at the home of the Mankato Moondogs at ISG Field, Duluth Husky Mike Bovey, Aaron Bordick, and Will McIntyre were the mighty 3 chosen to represent, playing in a game that annually celebrates the top talent from the world's largest organized baseball league. Speaking of top talent, Minnesota Vikings receiver Adam Thielen was there to throw the first pitch. In the All-Star game, Bovey sent in a solo home run, 2 walks, and an RBI. Bordick was 2 for 2 with a double and a single. And as for on the mound, McIntyre had 19 pitches, only allowed 3 hits, no runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Huskies hit the road today for the next 2 and then head on home for the weekend set on Saturday and Sunday. With the trade deadline just 8 days away, it looks like the Twins have made their first big move. Jeff Passan of ESPN is reporting that Minnesota is sending slugger Nelson Cruz to the Tampa Bay Rays. No word yet on what the Twins got back in return. Kristen, still in the process of that. Just breaking news for sports fans on ESPN apps, alerts, all of that. But obviously the big news today is the party parade in Milwaukee.
Wow, and how cool. You were a part of that history, being there for Game 6
I know,
night.
I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. It's crazy to think that something like that really does only happen once in a lifetime.
Yes, and you were there to witness it.
Yeah,
all right, thanks, Alexis. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, as we mentioned earlier in the show, new data out today shows Minnesota's drought conditions are getting much worse, saying 72% of Minnesota is currently experiencing severe drought. Tonight we'll hear from farmers who say that weather is impacting their well-being. And Dave, everybody is just hoping for some rain.
And we do have some hopes that we can pin on here. 30% chance tonight, 30% chance for much of tomorrow, but we'll double the odds to 60% for Friday night into Saturday morning. And we could get some usable totals to the tune of 1/4 inch to even 1/2 inch before we dry up and warm up Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Next rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday. 30% shot right now, but too early to tell if it'll pay off much or just a little.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.